Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Tomer here. Let's talk about some mountain weather. I've got a lot of bullet points here today. Next storm system is moving south through Montana right now in the form of a Canadian cold front. It'll move into then Wyoming and then Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico through the course of time. You can see the timing pretty much late in the day in Utah, arriving there with snow, probably after 3 or 4 p.m., and that'll continue into very early 11:25. Colorado late on the 23rd as well, continuing through the 25th. Now, looking down the road, after this exits, we've got a drier pattern with high-pressure ridging across the west, 11:26 through 11:30. Now, after that, the jet may reset. We may bring in some new moisture to California and kind of direct that towards the Intermountain West, but that doesn't happen until on or after 12/1 at this point. So let me show you what it actually looks like right now. This is water vapor satellite imagery. Oranges and reds are drier air, and I laugh because you see this area right here. Now that is some really dry air diving down off of the tip of the Baja there. That's pretty amazing. All right, so here's our Arctic front. It's basically running right through here, our Canadian cold front. So that is going to dive down through Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, and into New Mexico. It's going to snow in all those areas, and it's going to drop the temperature significantly. Now, look at this monster. This is a big storm system up here hitting Gulf of Alaska. That's a big boy, but that's all headed up to the north. That's not going to affect the United States right now. Let me show you what this looks like. So that's the current state of affairs on our forecast radar and satellite. By the time we get into Thanksgiving morning, you can see the snow dropping into the Tetons. And this is what we need in the Tetons because Jackson Hole, the snow line is halfway up the mountain. It's all green grass below that. We need colder air. We got to bring the snow level down to the valley floor. And I think that's what we're going to see with this cold front, this Canadian cold front. And then by the time we get into Thanksgiving afternoon, snow develops 3 or 4 p.m. in the Wasatch. Snow starts to trickle down along the front range. We start to see some snow in the foothills, some very early stages. It does look like Casper's going to get some snow out of this. Hoggaden. And there we are. It's in full effect there. We got widespread snow by Friday morning at 6. Snowing in Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, northern New Mexico, it's developing, and that continues through the 24th. Snowing all the way down into Denver. We'll probably get 2 to 4 inches here. And then by the time we get into Saturday morning, it's breaking up and it's moving away at that point. And then we're into this period that's much drier. High pressure ridging across the west all the way through the 30th. So there won't be anything to show until after that. Let's talk about the jet stream configuration here. So 11:24, that's when the Canadian cold front is basically sitting in southern Colorado, northern New Mexico, supported by that jet. A lot of air being blown out the top here at 300 millibars or jet stream level out of Colorado, so we're exhausting there. And then that's probably about it. If we look down the road, this is 12/1. Now at this point, things start to turn a little more interesting. You can see some of the air piling up there into California with the jet starting to nose its way in. So we'll probably see some precip there in the Sierra. And then that would eventually get moved like a conveyor belt into the interior of the Rockies down the road after 12/1. So there is something to look out for after 12/1. As far as numbers go, the rest of today through the 25th, when that snow finally arrives in Utah, I'm expecting probably 8 to 12 inches through the Wasatch. In the Tetons, probably 6 to 12, 6 to 10, somewhere in there. Not a ton for, unfortunately, Bridger Bowl or Big Sky. I was really hoping for more, but I think we're going to be stuck in the 1 to 3 inch category. In Colorado, most of that's going to be across the western slope, probably 4 to 12. I've got a solid 10 there for snow mass in Crested Butte. There is a little bit of exception. If you're close to the Front Range, right up in the northern Front Range foothills of Larimer and Boulder counties, you might go for 6, 7, 8 inches there. But down in Summit County, not as much, probably 4 or 5. Down in the San Juans, you're going to get nailed, probably a foot around Silverton Mountain or more, 1 to 2 feet for Wolf Creek. Purgatory has got a good wind direction coming in here. And probably 6 to 10 for Angel Fire, Ski Santa Fe, and Taos out of this. So that's a great stretch. If you're looking to ski, 11:23, 11:24, 11:25, Wyoming, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico. Definitely late in that period for New Mexico. It's going to take its time before it reaches New Mexico, but that's going to be your time frame. Second period is, again, dry 26 through 30. The snow you see here mainly comes in on 12/1 in California and then begins to spread through the interior. So, again, we'll watch for some activity 12/1 and later. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this mountain weather update. Always appreciate you tuning in here, and I'll talk to you again potentially on Thanksgiving. See ya.